Bora, 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 bora. Parece mapa. Obrigado.
Women die too in this war.
Pá, pá, para.
blood will be mine. I smell your fear.
Calma aí, já vejo. Para aqui pra ler. E aí, mano, bom? Buenos, Ellen.
Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they...
Caralho.
all share her fate?
Ok.
You killed my father. Prepare to die. Come to me, my servants. Avenge me.
Ah, pegou como, velho? Vai, enche.
Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack! My blade, your hand is shaking.
Caralho, não vê nada, mano.
Die for the love of me.
Que isso, velho. É, ó, velho, o jogo é foda, velho. Gostei de jogar ele. É a segunda vez que eu tô zerando, sabe? Eu zerei solo, tô zerando em live agora. Eu amei, tipo, como uma temática de vampiro, velho.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Gostei, velho.
I summon thee, my children of the night. Name, spit, kill. Come to me, my servants. Avenge me.
Caralho, hein? Não acerta o bagulho, velho. Olha isso, velho. caralho.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered?
Olha o bichão no fundo,
Will
bugadão.
you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Olha lá, tudo carregado, ó. Será que ele vai estar lá ainda?
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum.
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't
Bulldogs.
guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Não dá pra sair de novo?
I cannot enter. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
A gente tem alguma coisa pra cá? Parará. O problema é que essa tela de carregamento demora 2 anos pra carregar, velho. Cada vez que eu morro, vixe. É 2 anos, velho.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to
Ah, sei um pouco, velho.
contagion through
Se esse cara era médico, essas coisas
Very
aí.
disturbing.
Depois ele virou vampiro. Depois nisso tem a grande gripe. Que eu acho que é a gripe misturada com o sangue dos vampiros que tá se espalhando por aí. Depois quem é infectado vira esses bichos terríveis aí. Que é os inimigos do jogo. Ele vai indo, vai procurando a cura, essas coisas aí. Cara, o que é isso?
Bloody monster!
Beleza, vamos carregar de novo.
Elizabeth,
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear.
but it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Eu vou falar com quem? Informe, Lord Graves.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I did my best.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now,
Thank you, my
I
lord.
have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reed. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Your word is my command.
Ai, ai. Uma merda já. Ding ding.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage, and only capable of creating skulls.
Please, tell me more.
As long as you learn...
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could...
Mr.
Ah, tá bom.
It's locked, all right.
Select, alright. Sai.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Mas... Ah, esqueça, a merda explode.
Bloody monster!
I cannot enter. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Se tu correr lá na puta que pariu, me acerta ainda.
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Contra a passagem para continuar o bloqueio. Caralho, o bicho vai correr agora?
You cannot win this. You're mine.
É, porque tanto que tomei surra nesse jogo, já aprendi a jogar um pouco já. Mas ainda me dá raiva ainda de jogar. É que é o básico de aprender também, sabe? Que jogos de tipo Dark Souls, é o básico, né? Você copia os golpes do cara e tu aprende rapidão.
This is despicable.
Despicable.
No one can hide from Ascalon.
Sabia.
Kneel, traitor!
fez. Ah, ele tá seguindo essa filha da puta.
No one can hide from Asgard.
Que?
Die, newborn.
Ah, explodi. Susto. Eu ganhei alguma coisa? Ué, tem essa espada, né, mano? Boa. Melhorar ela. 140, 302, mas aqui é mais forte. Depois eu vou indo lá pra ver. Isso daqui, ó. Coisa de rato, velho. Não sei porque tem esse caminho. Não dá em nada. Deixa eu ver aquele lugar lá primeiro.
Louise's father was determined to find... and save her.
Cara, nossa, odeio isso, velho. Vai, vida. Não tá cheio. Salvar a menina lá.
Let me go, you bastard!
Caralho, esse também não pode não.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
This is my territory!
Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! Let me go, you bastard!
Don't you know better?
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Fora que ele tanca, velho. Olha aí.
Let me go, you
Prey is
bastard!
mine now!
Ah, porra, parede.
Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
This is my territory!
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Let me go, you bastard!
Tu tem PS4, mano?
Stupid newborn!
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Disgusting asshole! I will not, I'll never be your wife!
Caralho.
Let me go, you bastard!
Don't you know
Fudeu, velho.
better?
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Ah, mano, como que ele me pegou? É, Forano, eu amo o Forano, velho. Jogo direto ele. Só parei um pouquinho porque eu tô jogando jogos offline, essas coisas. Zerando um pouco. Eu sou viciadão. Ah, não acredito, começar tudo de novo agora. Eu tenho um bagulho, não tenho?
Disgusting asshole!
Hã?
Meu, você quer que eu deixe aquela coquinha ali feia ainda?
Your prey is
Vampire
mine now!
I'll never be your wife!
Ah!
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
You're feeble!
Let me go, you bastard! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! Let me go,
Don't you know
bastard!
better?
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
This is my territory!
Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! Let me go, you bastard!
You're feeble!
Disgusting asshole!
Deixa lá na geladeira. Deixa na geladeira, Bi. Ô, mãe.
Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Let me go, you bastard!
Don't you know better?
Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Your prey is mine now!
Let me go, you bastard! Disgusting asshole!
This is my territory!
Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
You're feeble!
Let me go, you bastard! Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Let me go, you bastard! Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Ah, essa vagabunda vai morrer, tô nem aí.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Já joguei já, velho. Mas eu peguei emprestado, sabe? Foda. Aqui tem uma espada fortuna, mas tem que fazer um bagulho pra pegar. Ela fica aqui, ó.
Terrible trials awaiting in the future. John.
I beg you, prime the cup.
Yes?
Is there any...
Aloy,
He's...
true?
So...
Ah, foda-se, eu pular tudo, mano.
Tell... Some believe you to be a vampire.
Guard of Priwen, who...
Did they steal...
A person.
Do you want...
If you ever...
What...
Ed,
Can you read the...
are you sure you want to...
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150...
Here.
The sword...
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. The Red River, a song in the dark, the whispers of the sun.
Reduz de vidro, arma com dano, é claro. Reduz acima de vigor, absorve 2,5% assim naquela mapa de arma. Ah, isso aqui. Dano. 182, aqui é quanto? 322. Ixi. Esse vídeo aqui mais 5.0, 2. Testar isso aqui pra ver. Fazendo com uma mão ainda. Transforma o dano em dano de fogo, mas fica do tamanho dos Vampyr. Toalha. Deixa eu melhorar aqui. Pá, parararara. Morreu. Ixi, quanto geral doente. Vou ter que ir aqui, ó. Por aqui. Oh! Deu perto, tá bom. Nossa, espadinha. É fraca, mas fazer o quê? Fraca, mais rápida. Ah, nossa, bruxa. Aproveitar e pegar as munição. Tô sem munição. Só 6? Tá, volta aí. O Red Dead tá, velho. Vai se tornar mais uma expansão. Acho que vai ser de casa, pra poder comprar casa, essas coisas aí. Isso é massa. Tava no lugar errado ainda, vai se fuder.
I will return later. It's locked, all right.
Tem que voltar depois.
Steady, boys! Got one of them here!
Ah, se fuder, velho. Eu odeio isso, mano.
For the wicked!
Caramba, é o sniper do dele agora? Ah, vai se fuder.
It's locked.
E aí, filho, como eu vou entrar agora?
He's mine! I'll take it!
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here.
Easy does it, boys!
Fear no evil. Christ, he's dead.
O único jeito é transformar o cara, então. Transformar o cara, fuder tudo escrito. É só não transformar.
There's one of them!
Grave.
See them bastards! Fuck is fast! Die, Ferdy! Die! Come back here and fight!
Good evening.
Doctor,
Oh,
to no,
but
that was
Avião. Ó, tem avião já. Ainda tem de bolinha.
good.
I hope you can stay a little longer.
He's mine! I'll take it!
Ah! Filha da mãe esse bagulho aí.
We'll crush this! One shall prevail!
Sai, porra!
The shadows!
Dum, ba, dum, 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 dum. Cara, bugou tudo agora.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Vou lutear a turma aqui.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
I'm the only vampire in the room for now, so please indulge me.
All right, all right. What is it you wish to ask?
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes. It will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
Morreu.
It's locked, all right.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn, as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Vanished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor. And take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the Sewer Skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you, then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait! Where is Lady...
She said she will go home. She need...
No.
I shall...
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care.
Ah, vou correr, foda-se. É, 2 anos pra carregar o jogo, velho. Isso que é o foda. O que aconteceu? Fala aí, mano. Com ferro fere, com ferro fere será ferido. Tanta telecarregamento.
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already? Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar? Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood.
Poisonous bite is useless on me. I know! Free wind prevails! Show some style. Fight like a man. I'll take you down! The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. Your poisonous bite is useless on me. you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much? Come on, Reed. Close your eyes.
Aí, ó. Mano. Ah, vai se fuder. Eles deu um golpe, mano. Vai tomar no cu.
Take you down! I know! Free will prevail! Come on, Reed. Try something else. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. Show some style. Fight like a man. Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt. I know. It hurts, doesn't it? What pinned you down? Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt. Come on, Reed. True light will cleanse you. Show some style. Fight like a man. If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so? We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
Prepare yourself, Hunter. You're about to be hunted, just like me.
No! No!
When I kissed my goodbye, I had no idea what I was doing. But now I do. Consider this my kiss of Judas. Welcome to the world through the looking glass.
interfere with my hunt!
Mãe, moça! Para, porra! Tacou? Tá aqui numa casa, pô. Não dá mais graça, não precisa não ter graça não. Vai lá no teu quarto. Acende e taca na parede. Só fica por uns 2 segundos, não dá nada não. Errei ainda.
Let's pin it down! Shit!
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters. Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Step away, sir.
It's locked, all right. I should find the key to that box. Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in. I can now open the box.
Look at it! Vicious bug!
Don't know if I should read this. I can't believe it.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic.
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some...
William Marshall.
I think you're hiding something.
What?
William Marshall, for example. You speak...
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for...
Why would the Guard of...
Maybe due to our...
What?
Not much.
Why is the Guard of...
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt, Lord.
Why would he deserve... While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's...
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. No.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. Terrible.
Harriet Jones faked her own death.
That woman was extremely bitter.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke...
I know nothing about that. Miss...
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms. Blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to...
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into...
Certain diseases are known to produce...
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here?
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital.
Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then.
Pressão geral.
Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Vai dar uma merda essa porra, tô falando.
Return later. So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar was a criminal. He abused every ethical tenet to test his theory about vampire blood as a cure for influenza.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth. Are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Descontou o mongoloide. Nossa! Tem uma agulha de sangue do William Marshall. Ah, velho. Preguiça desse bagulho. Drácula. Bora lá. Vou entregar o bagulho do caixa que eu vou coisar a live. Se inscreve aí, galera. Ajuda o canal a crescer um pouco. O bagulho eu vou fazer amanhã.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster.
Vou os carinha.
I know where to find what I need.
Vai ser no final do jogo já também, eu acho. Vai ser obrigado a matar ele? E vai dar telecarregamento de novo.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
This one's mine! Stay back, beast! Are you for us? Come on! I don't care!
Logo.
Again. What are the cards
It's locked,
trying
all right.
to tell us?
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewin stole.
And you brought it back to me?
No.
Ah, the oldest temptation of all. If Pat...
So you're not angry with me?
What?
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hand?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth.
Is it possible?
Vampires fate.
All right.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
I would rather not know. How do you measure?
I told you.
Is it
a vampire?
Tell me the truth, Usher. Are you a vampire?
By the stole, you really thought you could force Usher Talltree to yield to your little mind tricks?
Why can't I force you to answer me then?
I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole. It comes with certain...
So,
as a brilliant man once said, to be...
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the...
Swansea told me. Don't look at me.
She could have survived as a vampire. If only she had given me a chance to explain. If only I could have found the word.
Not all vampires accept their new condition. Since suicide is impossible, you have to find a way to get someone else to relieve the pain.
I could have saved her.
No, Jonathan.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are...
I know.
It was what would prop...
Who?
That's
so
what?
Can you...
But the...
Perhaps later. Have you any...
You un...
Goodbye, sir.
I read... Red River, Song in the Dark...
It's locked.
Whispers of the Sun. So many signs to tell.
E fica um equilibrar a espada. Galera, eu vou vazar. Se inscrever no canal, valeu. Até mais.